Hooray! This time it worked. So, hi everyone, if anyone is joining. Today I'm crafting again, and I thought it'd be a good idea to do it in a live stream. I actually have a bunch of items that I picked up from one of the stores that I work with that unfortunately haven't sold, and I'm gonna see what I can salvage of these parts or if I will have to throw them out because some of the pieces of chain have, excuse me, gone completely like matte. So it's from sun exposure. So she actually kept them in her display cabinet, which is absolutely awesome, but it's not the best way to preserve necklaces, especially metal necklaces. So yeah, today I'm gonna be working on a few Etsy orders and see what I can do with this bunch of things that come from a shop that I work with. Yeah, so I'm keeping this shit here on display so you guys have something pretty to look at. I hope it looks alright. It's one of my necklaces that I recently made. Um, I'm not sure if you guys can hear the music. If the music is disturbing, feel free to let me know. As always, I'm gonna try that you can see what I am doing. I am wearing Star Wars pants. Super awesome Star Wars pants. I think that's a bit too low. Hello, Toverster, and welcome. Hello, Lothar. Thank you. I hope you are all having an amazing Sunday as well. Um, I was recording for my Halloween videos. Well, not specifically for my Halloween videos, for my October videos. I have a bunch of things that I'm working on, but right now it's crafting time. I have a few Etsy orders that I need to make, so that's what I'm doing right now. And because you guys seem to really enjoy my other crafting live streams, then here we are. And no, I stopped going to Facts because it's the same thing every year. So I used to go to Facts convention here in Belgium, which is like a Comic Con. And I used to work there. And when I worked there, I really enjoyed going there the entire weekend because I had something to do. And I only had a few hours off every day. So those few hours that I could walk around were really awesome. And there were lots of things that I wanted to see. But right now, with the prices they are asking, I just don't find it worth. I just don't find the price worth it anymore, and that's why I'm home. So I currently have a few Etsy orders. Those are single and double chain silver nose to ear chains, and I don't have any in stock anymore, so I'm gonna make some new ones. Put this underneath here. Oops. And those are like very easy to make, fortunately. I'm not sure if you guys can hear the music. If it's disturbing anyone at all, then let me know. Hello, Cindy, and welcome. Cindy is coming here next weekend. Yay! I've already started planning everything that we need for next weekend. Like, I have a huge shopping list. Um, for those of you who don't know, Cindy and I are gonna collab again. And Tio is joined too. Hello, Tio, and welcome. Oh, it's lovely to see so many familiar people. So thank you guys. And if you can hear the music, it's the new Funkervocht album, which is actually super good. And I did actually record a video today, my September music favorites and new releases. If I can edit it today, it will be up tomorrow on my channel. I'm not sure if I will have the time to edit because right now I'm crafting. And I want to see a movie tonight as well with my boyfriend. So we'll see. Otherwise, it will be for Wednesday or Friday, I think. One, two. There we go. Um, and Cindy is asking, do you have the liquor for my parts or do I need to get a bottle? Well, it depends. If you can text it to me through Facebook or something, I can check if I have it. But I still have to buy liquor for my things as well. And someone new is joining. Hello, nice wolf, and welcome to my live stream. Theo is asking, how are you guys doing today? I am doing very well. It's been a fun weekend so far. I've been working on a lot of my Halloween projects, or at least preparing them. I haven't actually done a lot of them, just one. Um, Next weekend, Cindy is coming, and we're gonna film a bunch of Halloween videos together. And then after that, I will still need to get working on other things. So October is gonna be a very busy month for me. And Cindy's saying the green thing, and I think I know what she means. I can fix you a bottle, that's no problem. Um, so yeah, just a normal Sunday, more or less for me too. Except that my days are never really normal. So yeah. If you can hear snoring, the cat is behind you again. And she's sleeping and she snores. So yeah, what are you guys up to? Have you guys done anything fun this weekend? Did any of you, if you are from Belgium, go to Facts? I personally am not sure if I will ever attend Facts again, just because it's so overpriced nowadays and it's just the same thing every year. Found it really funny as well. They had like commercials on TV, and it said like Draco Malfoy from Harry Potter, and then David Tennant. So it's like from Doctor Who. So they give like the real name of a certain actor and then like the stage name of another actor in the like commercials that are in TV. I found it super funny when I saw that. It's like people do know who Draco Malfoy is, but they also know that it's the actor's name. Like you don't have to tell them like it's Draco Malfoy because I'm pretty sure the people who know him will know his real name. I personally don't, or I think I don't. Maybe if someone could tell me the name of Draco Malfoy, like of the actor, maybe I will know that it's his name or not. So here you go, one double nose to ear chain done. They don't take a lot of time, honestly, those nose to ear chains. Tom Felton, okay. I was thinking Tom Hiddleston or something, and I was like, no. Tom Felton, yeah, makes sense. Um, Cindy says, no facts this year. 2 years ago, it was already meh compared to the good old days. I prefer tiny accounts. Yeah, facts has really grown too much. I do love facts and I do love the convention like as an ID, but I think that it's like over commercialized, especially since they have been bought up by Comic Con because they have been purchased by Comic Con. Um, and Comic Con is invading into every single convention here. So yeah, they pump a lot of money into it, which can be a good thing, but like for the geeks, for like the people who are really into it, it's not as much. Because it's become too mainstream, and literally everything that they sell there, you can either find online cheaper and better quality, or just like a waste of money, in my opinion. Um, Theo says, I have to do lots of unpleasant paperwork in October. I heard from another person who's in Germany that you have to file your taxes this month. Yeah, I already filed my taxes when I had to, but that was in June or July or something. And honestly, we have a digital system which is super easy to use. So I don't really mind doing my taxes anymore because the digital system is so easy to use. But I'm not sure how taxes go in Germany, to be honest, if it's a lot more difficult or not. It's also easy for me because I work for a company and the company works with like a digital payment system. So it immediately goes to the tax website as well. So when I log in, it just synchronizes everything. It's easy. It's easier in Belgium doing your taxes, at least for me. Like, not sure how it is for everyone else. Cindy is saying that Japan Expo Belgium still is happening in November, 1 week or so after the tattoo con. I'm not really into Japan, to be honest. So Japan Expo for me is just like way too many hyper kids who really are obsessed with Japan. Not that I mind Japan, it's just not something I'm super interested in. Um, Hold on, you guys. There we go. And this is the second double nose to ear chain. Ta-da! All done. There we go. And then I will need one of my bags to put them in. Let me check. So this purple box that is in front of you guys, more or less, is actually my spare parts box. And it's packed with spare parts. And also with the bags that I ship everything in. So if you ever place an order on my Etsy, every single order or every single item that you order comes into one of these organza bags. And I always do this for my customers. I think it's way nicer to receive something that is well packaged and that you know, like the person has taken the time to make something and make sure that it arrives safely and well to the customer. So that's why I do it. And also because if I order jewelry, I much prefer it if it's like in a baggie or something that you know, like it's not touching anything of the bag, or if the envelope it comes in rips, that at least the jewelry doesn't fall out. Because I've had that happen, that when one of the corners that gets stuck into the sorting machines of the post like gets ripped and then your thing starts falling out. That's like something I'm really afraid of. So I will always put all of my things into bags. Anyhow, let's read the comments again. Tio says, I don't really pay taxes since I'm a student. I only have to pay taxes if my wage is over 850 euros, but only for the part which is over the limit. Yeah, and then you have to pay less taxes than a normal person would. I had that system as well when I was a student, which is a really good system. So talking to Cindy, and Cindy's asking, how was Vampire Party? Oh my god, it was so incredibly good. The only unfortunate thing is that you don't have to work the day after, so we couldn't really stay long. I first told him that we would stay until 1, more or less, but in the end we stayed until it was almost 2 o'clock, plus the hour drive home, and I was awake since 7 in the morning, so I was really tired, but like it was an amazing venue. One of the things that I got back from the shop I work with is this really nice necklace. I'm gonna put it on here so you guys can see it a little bit better. I'm not sure if I'm gonna change anything about this necklace. I think I'm just gonna keep it as is. Not sure what you guys think. So it has red beads at the collar, then black beads here that kind of make a lace inspired-ish pattern, and then with these red beads. I'm not sure if I'm gonna completely keep it as is. I was thinking of maybe adding a cabochon or something underneath it. Like maybe attach one of these skulls here and then make the drip happen underneath the skull. I'm not sure. Let me know what you guys think of this idea. That's a bat skull, by the way, the tiny one that I'm just putting here next to it. Not sure if you can see it very well or not. It's not glued in yet, so I should glue it in if I want to actually work with it. I could also do it like upside down so that this part shows more. I'm not sure how well the thing picks up. So let's read some more things. Lothar says, yes, taxes are much work to do here. All the formulas to fill out. So much paper for nothing to say. Okay, well, here in Belgium, you have the paper system, but you also have the digital system. And if you have applied for taxes a few years, and if the system has your information, you get a tax proposal. So they just say like, this is your tax resume. If you agree, you don't have to do anything. And if you don't agree, you have to either fill in your taxes online or reply to the letter. So if you don't do anything, that you will agree with the proposal they give you. And it's a really easy system because you literally don't have to do anything. But on the other hand, like if you have to file taxes for the first time, I think it's a lot of work, but I had it done. So I had it done by my insurance company because they offered the service for free that year. Because it was my first year of filing taxes. I'm not sure if they do it for everyone, but then the years afterwards, and same for this year, I just did it online, and it's like super easy. Also, we have like the tax buildings in the towns here. So like bigger towns actually have like belastingdienst, so the tax company, whatever it's called, the tax service, sorry. And they actually offer to help you fill in your taxes, and it's completely for free. The only thing is that you have to queue for it. So it opens a certain hour, and if you are not there like half an hour in advance, like forget it. You're not gonna be able to get your taxes done that day. They only take like X amount of people in to help them do their taxes. But it's what I did. No, it's not what I did. It's what my family did last year, I think. My mom or my dad, to help fill in their taxes, because like it can be very complicated, especially if you're like already saving for your pension or if you have a loan, etc. Then it's like difficult because you need to know what to fill in and whatnot. So right now I'm taking a little bit of E6000 glue, and I'm really trying not to put too much on it, just along the edges. And then I'm gonna press that into the frame with the skull and just kind of wiggle a tiny bit with it so that I can see that it sits nicely and that it follows the curve of the thing like this. And I'm gonna let it dry. Let's see what else I have in here. So this is one of the very old designs of jewelry that I used to make. I'm trying to find something black to hold it in front of, or something that makes it hold still. It's a key, and honestly, everything has tarnished about this because it was in the sun for way too long. So what I'm gonna do is just salvage the beads. So the thing that I will do if I have old jewelry, of which the metal parts are completely like tarnished, etc., is I will take off the beads. I will put those beads together and then clean them, so that I can reuse those beads. Because glass beads, honestly, there's not a lot that can go wrong with them. I'm gonna find the other necklace, other earring later. This is a bone necklace, and as you can see, this is like a hip bone. I really like this necklace, but it didn't sell, and it was at her shop for over half a year already. So I just took it with me again. I'm gonna remake something out of this. I'm not gonna keep it as is, so same as with the other one. I'm just gonna cut loose all the beads and all the parts that I'm gonna try and salvage, and I'm just gonna throw out all of the metal pieces. And the one thing that you have to be careful about is that you don't damage the beads while doing this. So I always try to cut above the beads or underneath, depending where it is. And then it's also all about being very careful when taking out the parts of the bone, because you don't want to scratch the bones. So it's better to cut a few more pieces off than you think you will need than to damage the parts. And this is basically how I salvage my bones. And that will also get not bleached again, but treated with peroxide again. So I can use the bone because it's a tiny bit dirty. I think it has been on some black velvet, and the black velvet color has rubbed off onto the bone a tiny bit. So I'm just gonna clean it again with a solution that I usually use for bones, which is like a mix of peroxide and other things. And Cindy really likes the bone, so I might make something for Cindy out of it. So if Cindy has an idea of what she wants made with the bone part, she can let me know. Or if someone else wants anything. Um, Theo says, I don't have to do anything for the taxes because of the digital system. My workplace does it for me. Yeah, that's easy then. And yes, it's a genuine bone. So this is like real bone. As you can maybe tell, maybe see, like this. Then I have some spike earrings. But since the spike has just completely discolored, I'm throwing it away. Same for this one. It's one of the spike nose to ear chains, but the spikes have completely tarnished. And since these are like very simple black beads, I'm not gonna bother trying to salvage any of it. I'm just gonna throw it out because it's not wearable anymore. It's not usable anymore. Um, Cindy says, well, I'm already claiming the bone. I'll let you come up with an ID for it. Okay. Then I have this necklace, which has a cross and then lots of really pretty beads. It has like a filigree here, but this was not so popular either. I'm not sure why or if people love it or not. I'm just gonna take this apart. So I'm cutting off all the pieces. So I'm cutting off the cross and then I'm gonna cut off every single bead as well and just put the beads aside again to reuse in another project, which is kind of the typical thing that I tend to do. Whoops. And then I see this piece has been attached with rings, so I'm just gonna apply those rings open again. Um, I see someone new has joined. Hello, Jimmy. He says, good morning, how are you? I just got my first job at Walmart and I leave at 11:30. I hope you're doing well. It's been a while. Well, good luck at your job. I'm really glad that you found a job. I hope that it's at least a tiny bit enjoyable. I'm not sure how it works in the US. Like, are stores open all the time? Because I think that in the US, stores are open like way more often than stores here. Here right now it's Sunday afternoon. It's 5:10 in the evening, and nothing is open here in the afternoon except for like night shops. Those are open like way more often than regular stores. I think we have a few in our town, but I try to avoid them as much as possible because they are super expensive. Oops. So now I'm gonna cut loose all of the beads that were still attached. So it's a few red ones and a few golden ones. Trying to read the comments again. So Theo says, last year I made a ring out of a lamb bone. It was lots of work to grind it into the right shape. Well, I use the bones that I get, and I actually get my bones from someone who professionally puts up animals for musea, etc. So he gets animals that have died of natural causes, and he makes like the things that are in museums of animals. So either he mounts the bones as it is, or he also has to do the fur and the skin, etc. And sometimes, well, a lot of the times, he only has to mount a certain part of the animal, and then he will still clean all of the bones and sell them. So a lot of the bones that I have, I'm not sure which animal they are of because I just bought a random batch off of him. But all of the bones that I use in my jewelry have been professionally cleaned by the person that I buy them from. And it's like genuine, good and well-treated animal bones of animals that have died from natural causes, which is very important to me. Tamara says, I am still cooking. Well, no worries, Tamara. I'm gonna be cooking after this video. Because 5 for us is quite early to eat. We most of the time only eat around 7-ish, something. Well, it depends how hungry we are. And then there's new people, Juan Ibarra, welcome, and also the Gothic Slytherin, hello. Yeah, you saw my mod tattoo video, that's awesome. It's only when I had filmed like the mod tattoo video of my newest one that I realized I never made a video about the other one, the Deadhead mod. So I might do a tattoo collection video near the end of the year or early next year, so you guys can see all of my tattoos. because I only now realized that I didn't make a video about it. I have videos on nearly all of my tattoos right now. But the two first ones, I actually got them before I was actively making videos. So that's the main reason why for those I don't really have any videos up. Let me quickly read the comments again. Jimmy Gray, that's a cool motionless in white shirt. I bought my first one back in 2017 on my birthday. Well, I bought this one at our concert here in Belgium, which was early this year or the end of last year. Not too long ago, anyways. A plain black choker, which is in perfectly good condition. This one hasn't been out in the sun because there's no discoloration on it, which is awesome, which means I can just put it aside and sell it if anyone likes it. Then another necklace, and this one has a very simple cross on it. This one has a little bit of discoloration, and I think someone has tried this on because there appears to be makeup onto it. So what I might do for this one is keep it for my personal collection because I do really like these and I do wear them myself. So I think this one is gonna go back into my personal collection. I'm gonna put it up there with the other stuff. People talking to each other, awesome. Then the other one of the spike ones that I threw out. Let me check what this is. So this is another necklace that I made. This is back when I had like a lot of other cameos. So as you can see, it's a small burgundy and kind of cream color cameo. And then I used like yellowish beads and red beads to accentuate it. It's a very pretty necklace. Again, I've had this in that shop for about a year. So I'm just gonna take away all the parts and make something new out of it. So I'm just gonna cut open all the things again. I'm not actually sure if I'm gonna make anything new today. I'm just like going through these old things. I still have a few ideas for necklaces I want to create, but that might not be for today. Depends how long this takes. So do you guys have any plans for Halloween? Because it's almost October, like it's the last day of September. I don't really have anything Halloween planned. I do have something planned the weekend before because Halloween is on a Wednesday. And I don't really go out during the week, especially not to Antwerp, because the only Halloween party that I'm aware of is happening is in Antwerp, and I'm not going there. It's really too far for me. We do have a Halloween party here in Ghent as well, but it's already in the weekend of the 13th of October. So not the coming weekend, but the weekend after that. It's called Infected, the party, and I just cut myself. So the party is called Infected, and it's the 13th of the month. If it keeps on bleeding, I'm gonna put a band-aid onto it. I honestly don't think it will, but still bleeding. So yeah, I still need to clean all of these things, so a little bit of blood doesn't really matter. Now we can really say that there's blood, sweat, and tears into this jewelry. Yeah, no, it keeps bleeding. I'm gonna quickly grab a band-aid and put it on my thumb. I will be right back with you guys. Hold on for a moment. And back again with a band-aid on my thumb. Um, Let me check the comments. So Cindy and the Gothic Slytherin started uni, which is awesome. I'm not sure how many of you still study, but if you can, please do finish your studies. It is so helpful when you finish them to get a job, because people do rely on like the degree that you get for finding a job, etc. Cindy has been going to she's going through the material she shot yesterday, so she's also working on her Halloween projects. And if you haven't seen Cindy's channel yet, go ahead and do so. Tio says, I have to admit, I wanted to give the necklace which I won in the giveaway to a friend of mine, and she rejected it. Not because she didn't like it, but rather because she doesn't wear crosses in general. Well, I'm sure you will find someone else who might like it. Just give it to them instead. Like, I'm sure there's people who like those necklaces. And for those of you who don't know, I did a really big live stream to celebrate 2,500 subscribers, and Tio won my rosary necklace. Let's see. The Gothic Slytherin says, I have a full day of class on Wednesday. Already need to get up at 6, so I'm not sure. So I am not sure if I will be able to do any special makeup. Well, I have to work the day of Halloween, so at my work, I will just be normal and not do anything. And I'm not sure afterwards if we're gonna do something or not. The day after, we all have free from work, so it's like a holiday here, like a national holiday, the 1st of November. But I'm not sure if we're gonna do anything for Halloween specifically. Cindy says, I'm also staying home on the 31st, going to help out Caro on the 27th, though. Well, that's the problem. We have a zombie night that day, well, that evening, and Jeroen has to work. So after his job, we will go to the zombie thing. And that's it, I think. Because it's a night thing again, so it's airsoft related. For those of you who know airsoft, or, well, rather for you, those of you who don't know what airsoft is, it's kind of like paintball, but then without the paint. Apple Gijo says, hi, good afternoon to you. In Singapore, it is night. So before I sleep, I watch your video. Nice, Nicholas. Oh, thank you. And, well, I'm not sure what time it is everywhere. Here, it's just like regular afternoon time. 5:20 to be exact. Theo says, not really, I'll probably have to work on Halloween. Maybe the weekend after Halloween you can go out. Yeah, for us it's like the Halloween party that we want to attend is the weekend of the 13th. So it's really the only Halloween party that we want to go to, I think. There was one in Germany that sounds really cool. I'm not sure what it's called anymore. But it has, I think, Noise FX or XRX, which is playing there. But for us, it's a bit too far to be driving there. I think it is in Oberhausen. Hold on. Final beat, yes. And then I drop the beat into the bucket. There we go. So I actually have a tiny cup here in which I'm collecting all of the things that I throw out of the jewelry. So yeah. Scrolling through the comments for a moment. Jimmy Grace says, on Halloween years, I like to watch a lot of horror movies like Halloween and Freddy vs. Jason, and play some death metal bands like Cannibal Corpse, Dying Fetus, Nile, Cryptopsy, and Suffocation. Yeah, on Halloween, I think we're gonna watch TV again. Like, watch Halloween movies, watch scary movies, or just fun Halloween-themed movies. It really depends what we want to do the evening itself. I love going out to Halloween parties, but there's barely anything here anymore, so. Gothic Slithering says, I did buy some new fangs to be a vampire. Well, that's awesome. I have this very crappy pair of fangs. I think it was by, I'm not sure what they're called anymore. Scarecrow? I think they might have been called. And it's not that the fangs are bad, but it's not that they're good either. So it's kind of meh. They're a bit too big. Like they don't fit my mouth comfortably. So it looks really weird when I'm wearing them. And I talk with the hugest lisp when I have them in. Go. Let's see what this is. This is a beaded nose to ear chain, but again, this has been in the sun for way too long. I'm gonna have to cut free all of the beads. It's one of the designs that I personally really like a lot, but I just don't end up wearing it. I either wear like the very big one with huge spikes or the simple beaded one, which I personally really like. But for people who are into beaded things, this is made with black bicone beads. I think these are 6 and these are 4 millimeters. Yeah, it's just one of the designs that I think looks really cute on. Let me check. Cindy is giving music recommendations. Um, and the comments have been glitching. Tio says that he won the necklace by accident. Yeah, well, that happens. I actually also had another one of my winners who actually said like give the prize to someone else because she didn't know what to do with it. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for my next like milestone giveaway, but I'm not gonna do it in a live stream anymore because I got a lot of comments like afterwards of people saying, "Well, can I change my price to this or can I change it to that?" And I don't think it's nice for you guys if you have to like ask to be able to change the thing you want into something else, but also for me because I like write down the packages, try and get everything sent out on time. So yeah. I'm gonna change it up next time and not do it in a live stream anymore. I will just do like a regular giveaway and have multiple packages and let people then decide which package they want. So I can select a winner for each package or something. But like if we ever hit 3,000 subscribers, that's what I will do. And I think it's gonna take a few months at least. Um, Lothar says, Sint Attack was in Hanover yesterday, but too far for me. Sivana was there too. Yeah, I saw on her Instagram that she was there. It seemed like a really good concert. There was also Nachtmar playing. And Nachtmar is maybe not my favorite band, but they put on a really good live show. So that would be cool to see if I ever get the chance to see them again. But here we had Vampire Party, which is one of the parties that also did like live versions. And the person who organized it moved to England and has become a dad, etc. So he had live going on, like actual live things. And now he did like a comeback version. So it was the first time in 5 years that there was a vampire party and there was a lot of people there. Like almost everyone that used to go there was there. And Cindy, you're gonna laugh, but I saw that one person again. You know, the one our video, How We Met, is about. Kind of. He was there, which was really funny. So I'm gonna check. God Exploderant says I have the small ones because I have a small mouth. I had way better ones, but they got messed up because I've worn them a lot. I got some Scarecrow ones. It was the only ones I could find, but they don't stay in place as well as they should. You have to put more putty on the back of your teeth. That's what I noticed with my Scarecrow ones. The first ones, well, the first time I molded them, I didn't use enough of the putty, but you have to actually make sure that the putty covers the teeth next to it from the back so that it has like a nice lock to keep in place. One of mine stays in my mouth really good, the other one doesn't, and it's really because I had a piece break off of that tooth and then the dentist fixed it. But the teeth isn't the same shape-wise anymore. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna get new ones or not. I don't think so, honestly. I don't wear it enough. And here in Belgium, we have Father Sebastian, he's called. He's like a professional fang maker, and he comes to certain events here in Belgium. So maybe I will go to one of those events and get my fangs done by him if I really want some, because I think it just looks way better if you actually get them made to size than that you buy some and like mold them to your mouth. Um, and Cindy says, yeah, that douche was probably searching for his next prey. Well, I wasn't actually talking to anyone. Maybe because everyone knows him. But there were actually a lot of young people as well, like new people or people I hadn't seen before. There was this girl that I only knew from online, Kira Rodriguez, and it was so nice meeting her. Like, I'm very happy that I went and that we still went, even though my boyfriend had to work the day after and that we were both super tired. It was a lot of fun. Disassembling pieces of jewelry takes almost the same time as actually making them. And this also allows me to see how much better I got at making like the hoops. Hold on, I'm just cutting. Lothar says, by the way, nice dreads you've done in your hair. I don't have dreads in right now, or do you talk about the dreads that I had in my moth video? Because those are made by Annemie Colt synthetic dreads, and they are indeed amazing. I have two sets by her. One of like really smooth synthetic dreads, the ones that I wear when I do my full install. And then I also wanted some like Rob Zombie inspired dreads. And the dread set, well, it's a kit or whatever you call it. It's only 6 of them, but they are super cool. I really like them. And I might be getting more of those. So I might ask her to make 6 more of those in the same style so I can match them to that set because I really like them. And I've actually installed them onto hair clips. Hold on, I'm just trying to open this. Yep. There we go. And I actually put them onto hair clips. I'm going to show you. Hold on. So I kind of cheat when I put those in. So I have them on elastics, and then I clip those elastics, or well, I got them through the holes of this hair clip, and then if I want to put them in, I just go to the back of my head and do this, and they are installed, and it's actually super easy right now. So same with the other ones. So I just go to the back of my head and place them the way you would place extensions. So it's actually the extension clips that I had with my fake hair. So I'm just clipping them in. So there you go. And then I have one with 2 red ones, and I actually put that like in the middle of my head, and then I put like one on each side. Hold on. Oh, it's closed. I was like trying to figure out why it wouldn't clip, but it was not open. So there you go. And this is how I install these accent dreads in like under a minute. It's super easy. So now I have both my crimped hair and dreads in. Awesome. Well, in my book at least. And they actually stay really well. And the reason I use elastic bands, so the rubber bands to attach them, is because I can just snip off the elastic bands as well, because sometimes I do braid them in. But if you want to make it better, because right now if I pull on them, you can see like the elastic here, and you can see that they're not attached. So if you wanted to make this something you only wear with clips, I would recommend sewing them on. So let me quickly take one out. So you can also sew through like this part of the thread and then sew it onto these clips, the way that extensions are on clips as well. But I really like wearing them like this because it's easy and it's really low effort to do so. So yeah, I'm gonna keep them in for now. Yeah, if anyone wants like synthetic dreads in this style. Enemy Cold made these, and she does commissions. So these are actually inspired by Rob Zombie, and I just asked her to create an accent kit for me inspired by Rob Zombie, and she did an amazing job. I did not ask her to do black and white and red, I just let her do her thing. And my other dread set is a commission. I'm going to quickly grab it. And these are black to red synthetic dreads, but these are a different style. These are smooth dreads. So these ones are textured. These are meant to look like actual dreads, and these ones are just really smooth synthetic dreads. So you have like the plain smooth ones, and then you also have these which are like kind of bumped, which I personally really like for texture. So what I will do, like I did recently, is just make 2 buns on top of my head and then hook these over the buns, and then you have like the appearance of having done a install, whereas you haven't. But I do want to install these again someday. The only thing is that it takes a lot of hours of work to install these, and I cannot wear these to work. So if I install these, it's when I have a week off, and I'm not sure when I have a week off anymore. So it really depends. I did install these once just to go to a party. So I installed them the Friday night. I wore them out Saturday, and then on Sunday I took them out again. But they look really, really good. I really like these. And I have 2 of these clips. The other one is in here still. And I keep my dreads inside a bag all nicely together. I have 1 spare dread because the amount of dreads I have is uneven. Quickly put them there. There we go. Cindy says, I'm also gonna order a new set and 10 additions to my fire ones. Well, I'm really looking into another dread maker's dreads. I think they're called Black Sunshine dreads, and I really like the way she does hers. And there's another one as well who has like on Etsy a lot of dread sets that are just readily available to buy from her, and I really like those as well. Next thing I'm just gonna throw away is this really tarnished nose to ear chain. Again, another one that's really tarnished, a simple chain one. A bat earring, just one of them. And I know why it's just one of them. I think I took apart one earlier but didn't really tell you, or it could be that I didn't take another one apart and that she actually has one of these. Because I know that the shop where I sell those, the person who has the shop, she also wears a lot of jewelry that I make. Well, she buys it from the things that she has in store. And I think she lost one. I think she mentioned it to me. Ooh. And then I have 2 necklaces left, I think. Hold on. These are so tangled up. Yeah, when I went to the shop to pick up this jewelry, I just threw everything into one big bag. And of course, the necklaces will get tangled up then. Let me see. There we go. So this is one of my bone necklaces with a spinal bone. These are super cool. I actually have one of these myself, which I wear quite often. Yeah, I still have, I think, 4 or 5 bones, so I can still make 4 or 5 of these if anyone wants it. I almost only make them to commission still because those bones are very fragile. Well, it's not fragile, but it's not meant to get chain pulled through, etc. So if anyone wants a bone necklace, I do make commissions of them. And I can make it with lots of different colors of beads. I can do it with black, with red. I now also have green, thanks to Amy. So Amy commissioned a green necklace, and I bought a bunch of green parts. So if anyone really loves the color green and wants something in green or with green and black done, that's possible because I now have green. I used to not have anything green at all. And that's kind of the story of my bead collection. I do... Hold on. I either make necklaces to commission, and if someone orders something or asks for something in a color that I don't have, I will just buy a bunch of beads in that color and only make the thing that I need to make out of it. And then I am stuck, well, not stuck, but then I have a lot of other colors of beads that I don't really use. And then what also happens sometimes is that I get asked to do a commission. I buy the beads and then the commission doesn't come true. So then I'm stuck with a lot of beads in a color that I can't use for anything. So I stopped doing that. But I still really like the green ones that I purchased for the project that I did for Amy, which was a necklace that I made in one of my previous like crafting live streams. Jimmy Gray says the color threads are fabulous. Thank you so much. Theo says, next year, if it works at my workplace, I want to take the holidays on the time when it's the Rock and Coke Festival in Istanbul. This year I didn't. I hope it takes place next year. Yeah, I always plan my holidays around festivals. We are looking into going to W Fest, which comes from Wave, so W Wave. It was also this year. This year we went only one day, the day Suicide Commando came, but we saw like the announcement of next year, and the entire week of the festival is amazing. So we're going there next year. So this one is a cameo necklace with like baby blue and blue beads, and it's like a bright blue thing here. I personally don't like this necklace, and I think I'm just gonna throw it away, because all of the metal parts have tarnished. So also this cameo piece. So I think I'm just gonna throw it out. So bye bye blue necklace. And I think that's everything that we had to take apart today. So what I'm gonna do now is just grab a plastic bag from in here if I can balance everything. My desk is way too small, by the way, to do all the projects I want to do. Or at least to have everything on display all the time. So what I'm now going to do is I'm going to put all of the parts that I need to clean into a bag. And then afterwards, I will just wash them, clean them, and start working with them again. And what I will do for the beads is I will most likely put them in like alcohol. And Hey Shaker has also come. Hello, Hey Shaker. Welcome to my crafty live stream. Just quickly putting everything in here. There we go. So these are all of the parts that I assembled from taking apart other jewelry pieces. So the 2 pieces of bone, all of the beads, and all of the metal parts. And I'm gonna clean these afterwards. I don't feel like doing it right now, so that's why I put them in a bag, and I will just do it later. Cindy says, I can confirm that it literally takes hours to install dreads. Well, for Cindy especially, it takes a lot of time because she has so much hair. I also have a lot of hair, and it's especially long to braid it in. But I think on myself, I can do it faster than on Cindy because I have less hair, like in amount, plus that my fringe also doesn't get braided in. And then the God Explorer says, I miss making jewelry. I haven't in such a long time. Then, well, you can pick it up again. I really do enjoy making jewelry, and I do have a lot of orders on the nose to ear chains. So I am almost every week at least working on some pieces, like if it's something that I don't have enough stock of, etc., when people order it. So what I'm gonna do right now is attach the frame to this necklace. The first thing I'm gonna do is take apart that lower piece. We're crafting, you guys. We're still working on things. Oh my god, Hey Shaker. Craft work. Should have some craft work playing for that. I can do that. Hold on. I have my huge screen here. I tried not to have it like on when I'm filming because it can be really disturbing. Craft work. I actually have a lot of music by Kraftwerk in my house. My favorite album by them is Autobahn. For me, it's my favorite one. Let's check it out. I'm not gonna put that on. I'm just gonna play everything by Kraftwerk that I have here. Oops. I should not be checking my Facebook right now. There we go. Computer off. Tio says, my hair is not long enough to attach dreads anymore. Had to cut about 5 centimeters off from the tips. Well, if you cheat like me, you don't really need any hair to braid them in. Like if you have these types of clips, which you can get at pretty much any like hair salon store, we have a few stores that have like these clip things. And otherwise, you can also find them online. But like you can just attach your dreads to it, and I don't think you even need like a lot of hair to be able to clip them in. Like for me, they are in the lowest layer of my hair, and I think my hair 5 centimeters is enough, if it's even 5 centimeters that you need to clip it in. But like do it at like the behind side of your hair, and then just have them fall to the front. What you can also do, which I sometimes do if I'm wearing extensions, like extensions and not dreads, is to put them behind my ear. Oops. Right now I'm wearing glasses, so it's not ideal. But if you put them here, and then, well, right now I have them with the elastic, so it looks a lot faker. But if it's like with regular extensions, it will look as if the extensions are really like into your hair. And if I leave it like this, it will look as if the dreads are actually braided in here somewhere at the front, which I also like, but I most of the time prefer just having them here, like lower. But yeah, with clips, putting in dreads is very easy and taking them out as well. There we go, back in. Gothic Slytherin says, I wish I had time to craft. I read almost 5 to 10 hours a day for my classes. Yeah. I'm so happy I'm not in school anymore. So happy. Hey Shaker says, I like the live version of Man Machine. Well, I haven't seen them live, and I'm not sure if I will see them live. I do like a few of their songs, but not enough to like go and see them live. And Lothar is saying their whole live show is just amazing with these animations synchronized to the music. Yeah, but I like more like active performances. I think that Kraftwerk is really too passive in their lives. But that's just my opinion, of course. So let's continue taking this one apart a bit. Whoop, there we go. And I'm just gonna attach this red bead to the bottom of the cameo I just took. If I don't drop it, this only happens during live streams. Like when I'm just working on these things, they never fall. When I do a live stream, I have everything falling. And I'm gonna have to take a new ring to attach it with because this one is bent too much. And I just put off the music because it was distracting too much. Let me check if this is big enough or not. There we go. Gothic Slytherin. I don't have class tomorrow because of elections, but I do have to spend all day at the library to catch up on stuff. Sad, but art history is amazing. Yeah, art history is super fascinating. Like when I used to have classes on art, I really loved them. I had some in my graphic design studies, and it was like one of my favorite classes to attend. Like it wasn't as in depth as probably your classes are, but we still had to learn about like all the art movement, etc., that existed, just so we had like an idea of when we were working on something, and they gave us like inspiration that we knew at least what we were working on. And now I'm gonna see how I'm gonna attach it there. I'm gonna take 2 new pins for this. Um, Gothic Slytherin says, everything goes wrong when someone's watching. Always happens to me whenever I craft with friends. Yeah, I usually craft like very late in the evening when my boyfriend's watching TV. Right now he's also watching a movie, I think. So, but I told him I was going live and work on a few things, so it's okay. I was planning on going live yesterday, but then I got a really bad headache. So I'm really happy I didn't go live or didn't plan on going live yesterday. Because when I tell you guys that I go live and then I don't go live, I feel really bad about it. I know I don't have to, but I do. So yeah. Let's see if this is the way I need to attach it. And the kitty cat is waking up. I'll probably have to let her out when she's tired of being inside with me. Yesterday we took the cutest pictures of her. Okay, that's one ring. So yesterday, hold on. Yesterday I actually worked on one of my craft projects and I wanted to take some nice pictures of it. And then we were like, would be super cute if the cat would want to sit with the projects. And she actually stayed there. Like she actually stayed with the projects we wanted to take pictures of with her. It was super cute. So right now we have like super cute pictures of our cat. But I'm only gonna post those online when the video has aired because otherwise you can already see the project that I've been working on. But it was super cute and super funny. I never expected her to actually stay and sit there. So yeah, having a cat sometimes is very awesome. Well, most of the time it is. This. There we go. What do you guys think? Does it look better like this with the skull? I really like it, honestly. Let's see. Hey Shaker says, yeah, that's a fair criticism. They just stand motionless behind your laptops. Yeah, I really just don't like it. Um, and Tia says we call that. Yeah, I'm not gonna even try to pronounce it. It is a performing effect. Yeah, I think Kraftwerk's music is really good and technically really good, but so boring to watch live. So yeah, personal opinion, of course. So yeah, then there's a few people commenting that they really like this necklace. If any of you guys want this necklace, just send me a message. I'm not gonna take pictures today of it to put it on Etsy. I will do so around Wednesday. So if any of you who's seeing this live stream, who are in this live stream, whatever, wants this particular necklace the way it is right now, just shoot me a message on Facebook or on Instagram. And otherwise, on Wednesday, I will put it onto my Etsy store because I have one listing that I made that didn't go through, and now the item is sold. So I have one listing that I have to fill in again and just re-upload, etc. So yeah, I'm gonna put this onto my Etsy on Wednesday, or if anyone else wants it beforehand, just come and contact me about it. I personally really like this. I'm gonna look forward to either wearing it myself or selling it to someone. And I think that's my crafting session for this Wednesday. Wednesday for this Sunday. You can tell I'm tired, I think. I really need it this weekend. I'm just gonna drape the other one over it quickly, or no, I'm gonna put this one up here. Put the other ones. And I think I'm gonna start thinking about making food, but first I'm gonna grab my cat. Yes, Lucky. Whoop. Yes, those of you who know my cat, Lucky. Ooh, not the dreads, sweetheart, not the dreads. So this is my cat, Lucky. Yay. Hi, Lucky. Hi, people. She was sleeping. Now she's not sleeping anymore. She's active. My tiny one. Yes, lucky cha. So yeah, I'm gonna leave you guys on this note of seeing Lucky. I'm gonna start making food and give her food because I think she's very hungry and she's just staring at me like, "What are you doing, human?" So yeah, I hope you guys are having a lovely Sunday. Thank you so much for spending some time with me while I was crafting and fixing up some old jewelry. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be uploading Halloween videos in the entire month of October. I will start uploading those videos either on Wednesday or on Friday this week. I think on Wednesday, if everything goes to plan. I still need to start editing, so that's probably what I'm going to be doing tonight. Thank you so much, everyone, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye bye.